If you are fully vaccinated and sending your kids off to camp or inviting their friends to sleep over, you might almost feel like the nightmare that was the COVID-19 pandemic is finally in the rearview mirror. But dare to share this sentiment on a work call or with other parents on the playground, and chances are some killjoy is going to bring up the dreaded Delta variant. Delta originated in India, and scientists estimate that it is 60% more transmissible than the Alpha variant from the United Kingdom, which in turn is 50% more transmissible than the original coronavirus strain. That means Delta spreads more than twice as readily as the version of the virus that sparked the global pandemic. It currently accounts for about 25% of all cases in the US, and White House Chief Medical Advisor Dr. Anthony Fauci said he expects it to become the dominant strain of the virus in just a few weeks. The scientific consensus is that fully vaccinated people are well protected from infections with the Delta variant. That's great news for the 55% of Californians who received one dose of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, or 2 doses of either the Pfizer-BioNTech or Moderna vaccines. But what about kids under the age of 12 who are not yet eligible for any COVID-19 vaccine? To find out more about how the Delta variant will affect the youngest children, I spoke with Kerry Althoff, Associate Professor of Epidemiology at the Johns Hopkins Bloomberg School of Public Health. She also happens to be a mother of 3 kids younger than 12. I don't think a scale is necessary. It's here and it's spreading. We don't have to look into a magic ball. We can see what it has done to cases and hospitalizations in other countries. It is a highly transmissible variant and can cause substantial illness. That's a bad combination. Hooray California, and keep going. It's amazing how fast we were able to vaccinate people. That being said, the virus is going to do its thing, which is to continue to infect people so it can continue its life cycle. At this point, we need to continue to do more targeted outreach for communities where the vaccination prevalence is very low. These communities are more vulnerable, and we have to think about what this means for the populations that are not yet eligible for the vaccine, like kids. That's a good question. We do know that children with coronavirus do not have the hospitalization and death rates of older adults. However, we are starting to recognize that comparing hospitalizations and death rates of kids to older adults is not appropriate anymore. Instead, we need to compare death and hospitalization rates in children to other vaccine-preventable illnesses. I have not seen data to suggest that. MIS-C is a very rare event, but we have really good surveillance going on with that now. As the Delta variant continues to circulate and starts to dominate, it is something we'll keep an eye on.